bosses! Yeah! Alright, so... what do we do?
We're pirates!
Hey guys, okay, so welcome back. So, the last couple of sessions, you guys came back from getting essentially an encrypted hard drive. Your boss sent you to the only guy that he thinks can actually decrypt it for him, and you had to kidnap him and bring him back, which you did successfully. And then you had a little bit amount of time from the hard drive mission to figure out how you can get the Empire off your back before they could track your ship down and confiscate it. As a result, you had to dig into the world of Trastinian politics and get it in the good graces of the man who locally controls that database. After doing a little bit of research, you ended up finding out that there is a rival gang, a rival crime lord, who has staked claim to this man. And to get access to him, you had to pay to get the access. But you did succeed. You managed to make a meeting with him. And for the low price of the kidnapping and dropping them off with you presume to be slavers, but you don't really know for sure what they're doing to them. You kidnapped two random citizens off the street, dropped them off, and your ship had its records officially changed. The Empire is still looking for your ship, but now they're looking in the entirely wrong place. You guys are good to go. So we start the session with you guys meeting up to explain everything you've been up to, exchange details, talk about what went on, and just in general, for a moment before you start your next job for your boss. So if you guys have anything you would like to do before you receive a phone call from your boss, that'd be the time to do it.
Let me check.
And for those of you guys who haven't been on in a couple of weeks, YouTube has slowly been forcing all the Discord bots to not let you play their music anymore, so pick your own soundtrack.
Yeah, unfortunately, don't have much resources to really do much at the moment. I need to get another payout before I can really get anywhere.
Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do?
I believe that and I believe we did not got paid for that last job. Yes, it was just it has our own initiative to get the ship clear. Yes.
Correct.
The payment was not losing our ship.
Yes.
Yes. You did get 300 credits for successfully delivering the Chelian, if you didn't add that to your sheet, but
300 each?
yes.
Nice.
Well, you are sitting around the coffee table of your apartments, ruminating on your broke bank accounts. You get an urgent message from your boss. He wants you to meet at a warehouse immediately adjacent to your hangar bay, where you park the ship.
Alright. No offense keeping him waiting. Let's go.
All right, you So as you guys head to the warehouse, we're going to. You know what? We're going to keep going here. So you guys head out to the warehouse through your own methods of conveyance, public transport or the van or whatever, what have you. You park up next to it, and you see Grutus down there directing a number of crates and shipments. And when you pull up and land and come in, he pauses and waves you guys over quickly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, boss.
So he looks
You
at you guys
called
and he
us?
goes, yeah, if you guys need to pop off for a short while to do something personal, then yeah, absolutely, go ahead. All right, so you guys head over, and he goes, this one's hot, and I've got no time. How many of you have spacesuits that can withstand hard vacuum? For more than an
I
hour.
don't think I do, unfortunately.
Don't have, but can get one.
None here.
No? Okay.
I don't have any.
Well, he points at the crates, and you see they are packaged. They're stenciled on their suits. He goes, well, he points at everybody who's medium-sized and says, you all owe me, you will owe me 2,500 credits for this, which we'll take out of your paycheck. And he points at Rikang and Chiba. You guys will owe me 3,500 for the rush job on the sizing. You may now each add a spacesuit to your inventory.
Okay.
He goes, so listen. I have a recording prepared for you, and it's on the ship already. You'll be able to watch it in transit. Briefly, during the Clone Wars, there was a damaged droid battleship. Now, it's kind of since then been seen as a ghost ship story. Everyone claims to have seen it or know somebody who saw it orbiting a planet somewhere. But this time, I believe we have credible information to go take a look. Every detail that I've been able to find matches up. It's a Lucrehulk class control ship designated the Kimonotomos by the former Republic, and it was badly damaged near Kashyyyk. When it hit hyperspace, it sucked up a portion of the Venator class battleship with it. We've long speculated that the resulting interference in travel caused it to drop out somewhere on the outer rim. Nobody knows exactly where it would have dropped out. One of the videos on your ship shows an interview with somebody that we picked up that had newly arrived a couple of nights ago. He says he encountered the wreck. I have taken the liberty of having your ship restocked. You've got the spacesuits. I have a shopping list for you. It's on the ship. I will pay you per part delivered. Mir Naga and my negotiator are going with you on their own basic freighter. Nothing fancy there. But they're going to be back up for the heavy lifting and transport. And anything in excess that you can't carry. Right, you guys ready?
That's all I'll ever be.
I guess.
Let's go.
Alright. He heads over. He gets out of the way. The last of the crates are loaded. You guys see that all the food and everything is restocked. Your water, extra oxygen, all that stuff. Your shopping list, as you open it up, he's asking for a 100-kilometer range radio, encrypted, 5,000 credits on delivery, 50 encryption cards, 100 each, as many B1 battle droids as possible, 200 credits apiece on delivery. 5 vulture droids for 500 credits apiece. A B1 droid commander, he'll give you 1,000 credits for that. 3 B1 tactical ST series droids. 2 droidica destroyers, and he will pay you 2,000 credits each. Any armored assault tanks you can get your hands on. So, he's giving you stand to make a pretty significant payday if the information's good. Now, you guys hop in the ship, you take off, set your coordinates, and you get going. You're watching the video, and it's a gentle, quote-unquote, interview of a small Rhodian who's giving a little conversation, and he basically gives a story of how he and his crew were pirates, and they happened to be traveling off established space lanes, and they found this ship orbiting a dead planet and a dying star. There's a significant load of debris, and they could not. They couldn't land, but what they said was there was no other ships active, and it looks like everything is intact, except the ship is about 1/3 destroyed. There's significant damage and debris floating through the area. What you'll notice is that there's a lot less embellishment than you would think, which is why he thinks it's actually worth following up on.
Reading through all this and watching the clip, Vlad just sort of grimaces a bit, but says nothing.
Much droids, very valuable, yes? Why not just take entire ship? But take control of the ship.
Well, it's kind of hard to sneak past the whole. It'd be kind of hard to sneak the whole thing past customs, for one.
Take it to the desert planet. Take it apart there, yes?
We're talking too big for that. I remember hearing about some of these ships once. They're carrying enough forces. They're supposed to carry enough forces for an entire planet. Let's just do the job we're given. Keep it to that, no more. Not much good comes from disturbing the ghosts of the past.
All right. You guys, as you fly out there, notes. It takes about a week to get there. You guys notice that there's a light freighter next to you. It's got a single blaster cannon on it, mounted on top of the dorsal over the cockpit. It's essentially a giant cargo carrier is all it is. Does not look maneuverable in any way. It looks like it's got a huge cargo capacity, about 4 or 5 times what you guys can carry. It is, in fact, one of those super tempting pirate targets. That's the kind of target pirates salivate over. You guys punch your target. You hit the punch your next set in, hit the beacons. After a week, you're coming out. There's actually no beacon near you. You're relying on pure mathematical calculations alone. The R2 droid with you has backed up your calculations, so you feel pretty safe. The alarm sounds as you're getting ready to exit hyperspace. A couple of you guys hit the bridge. Who's flying and who's co-piloting?
I believe Avalis is the pilot.
Yes, I'm flying.
Okay. So you are in the seats. Everybody else is kind of crowded behind you, trying to look out or look through the limited viewing ports. As you exit hyperspace, you see a vast tableau spread out before you. There is an enormous ship orbiting an obviously dead planet. A very bright white star burns in front of you, the heavy radiation cooked the planet dead. The area is strewn with ship parts. Debris floats through space. You can see what looks to be sections of a Republic battleship orbiting nearby. Obviously has been torn to pieces through the gravitational forces. The droid ship, the Lucrehulk class battleship, it looks to be about 1/3 destroyed. A massive section of the starboard side of the vessel is gone, and there's battle damage visible to the naked eye. The Lucrehulk battleship is simply enormous. It is multiple kilometers long, hundreds of meters tall. As you get a good look at it, you realize that this truly is one of these appearing over a planet would be a sight to fear. And if those of you who are involved a little bit in the Clone Wars, such as So, who's been around many places and has heard many, many tales, the Separatist army would send one of these to take out undeveloped or underdeveloped planets. And for high-tech planets, they'd send 3 or 4. All right, pilot, I need a computer roll, please.
Oh, should I take over for that?
Pilot or co-pilot?
Please go pilot.
Yeah. Add +5 for the use of the ship's computers. Excellent. You pick up on your sensors that there is a number of... all the orbiting vessels are dead except for the Lucrehulk class battleship. Your sensors are picking up some power inside that vessel, but the main reactor is dead. It appears to be running off of, you would guess, backup solar power at maybe 10% capacity. Certainly not enough to have its defenses active, truly active. All right, does anybody trained or does anybody have the educated talent to roll a galactic knowledge or galactic lore? Or anything that might help you with ships of the Separatist army?
Nope.
I believe Zora might.
Yep, I do. Zora does have that talent, so she can roll any knowledge check, even though she's not trained in them.
Okay.
All right, so let's do a galactic lore knowledge check. Zora?
Yep.
I was say tactics won't help us here, will it?
No, not really. Oh, excellent. All right, so Zora, as you guys get closer, you start telling people that some of the things you've read and heard as the ship was mostly staffed by droids and operated by droids, the biological that ran the these ships were stocked in a center-round dome. That's essentially where their living quarters and most of them operated. If they had to go through the rest of the ship, they basically had to put on vacuum suits to travel.
It's big sheep, like big sand crawler, but star crawler. How many droids are there?
Well, according to the tales, as I said, enough to invade an entire planet.
You think droids is still there?
Some of them probably. I imagine a lot of them would probably have fallen to decay of some kind, but we should. I give odds that we might be able to find decent odds we might find enough to fill in the order.
You think droid is still active?
Oh, active? Less likely.
But you never know.
True.
Right. As you guys fly closer, pilot, make a perception check, please. 8. Okay. Everything looks fine to you. You don't notice anything that puts your senses on alert. And co-pilot, perception check as well.
All right.
Co-pilot, you do notice there are several other civilian-looking vessels. Ships that presumably had made it here first, docked at various points along the intact port of the ship, and one or two on the central dome. But they appear to have no power. Your sensors pick up nothing on them. No life forms, no electric lights, no signs of engines, nothing. They appear to be dead vessels.
Alright, so chances of there being something active in there just went up. Blad points over to the inactive civilian ships. Unless all those fellas decide to just live in there.
Does not look like a good place to live.
I guess we better go prepared then. Everybody arm up.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Maybe we can check their ships first, whilst they're empty.
Old man, can you see if we can detect any form inside the ship? Is there any way you can do that?
Is that possible? Oh, character?
No, not really. You'd have to scan small sections. You just took a quick look at the sensors as you noticed those ships, and because they're small ships, you could the readings. And when you say no signs of life, it really there's no life support active. It looks like everything's shut down and cold.
So yeah, yeah. So presumably everyone in there is either dead or they can breathe vacuum.
Or they're having a big party in the center console.
Would it be possible to give a rough estimate of how old the ships are, the ones that the civilian ones?
Make a mechanics check. You would estimate they're anywhere from 20 to 5 years old.
Some of these old ships, yes?
Yeah, they are. Um, they are definitely all civilian ships. We'll put it like that. None of these are military spec vessels.
I think they've been here a while. Don't think we'll be finding competition inside.
But I think we'll find whatever removed the competition.
Yeah.
Curious that they're here though. Civilian ships.
Want to come like us, yes? Find nice loot. Get nice droids. For
Could
premium
be a
price of nothing.
Could be a trap.
Could have been a bunch of those weirdos who were still angry about the war. You know, thinking they're paying some respect or some bullshit.
Could have been stolen, I guess.
Anyway, we ain't gonna learn more if you just hang around. Let's get in, get us sorted, get out.
Alright, let's do it.
Right. Pilot, where do you dock?
I asked Sora for her advice where I should dock, given that she has some knowledge of the ship.
Should she maybe roll another knowledge check just to make sure? Because I can't think of an answer off the top of my head.
Sure. You're drawing on your. This would be bureaucracy. Knowledge. Yeah.
Cancel the previous ones. I got too many pop-ups showing up for some reason.
Yeah, you're drawing on your knowledge of customs. You would expect it would be somewhere along the Central Dome, as these were flagships. Any visitors and stuff would be there would be conferences and stuff held, and they would be near their living quarters. So you'd expect somewhere in the Central Dome somewhere.
Alright, guys. Let's aim for the central dome. See if we can find a landing area in there.
Central Dome it is.
All right. No need to roll. No weapon. No turrets light you up. There's no defenses. You just dodge around the orbiting debris. Pick a likely looking spot. Settle down. Attach the airlock. You feel the satisfying ka-chunk of automatic locks engaging. And you're docked.
Alright, everyone suit up.
Out of character, these suits will replace our armors, right?
They can go on top of your armor.
So then we get an extra 2 to 42 while we're wearing it then.
You pick
On top of-
everyone's better. Right. So you guys gear up. Your ship sensors pick up no life support whatsoever inside the dome. It is hard vacuum.
So better sit up before going inside, and then head inside.
Yep, same.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Okay. You guys enter through the airlocks. You have to force the doors open, but it's a relatively simple task to do so. Who's the marching order? Who's going in and who's going in first, second, third, and so on? They say, come on. There. Notebook. Ah. Okay. So who's first?
Zora would like to go third, if that's okay. With everyone.
I'll go first.
I would like to go just the one before the last person in the line.
Okay, I'll go second then.
I'll go fourth.
Was that Max or So?
So,
Okay, so.
I'll stick to the back if it's all the same.
Alright, so. You leave behind the droid and the labor droid translator. They are looped in through your communications links, so they are on the radio, but they're staying behind to make sure nothing gets on board the vessel. So the order I've got is Chiba, Rikang, Zora, So, Max, Arvalis, and Blod.
Sounds like it.
Alright. As you enter the vessel, you make your way through a couple of hallways. It is completely dark, 100% black. Each of you may only see the 6 squares if you have anybody who's got any lanterns active. You can see 6 squares if you have the appropriate lantern equipment. I believe is 6.
What about dark vision stuff?
You see in black and white, and you do not suffer any penalty from total concealment.
Mm-hmm.
The toolkit have a flashlight, right?
It has,
I think.
I believe, a glow pack. What do they call it?
Glow rod.
Yeah.
Glow rod.
Glow rods and fusion lanterns.
I've got one.
Yep. It lights up to 6 squares.
Okay.
So you guys pretty much all pop glow rods. You stick them to the Velcro them to the front of your. You either hold them in your hand or you Velcro them to the front of your spacesuit so you can use 2 hands for your weapons. Chiba, as you guys enter, you notice that there are a few dust, like the air seems kind of dusty, and as you travel through the corridors, you occasionally see bigger intersections where broken parts pieces drift through the air, 0 gravity. Which reminds me, I am going to need, if you do not have the Space Hound talent, we're going to need some rolls.
The what talent?
It's called Space.
Ooh, okay.
You are already.
So has that.
You are. It's going to come in very handy today. You are in a 0 gravity environment. Any movement in 0 gravity requires only the ability to grab onto or push away from a larger object. If you do not have Space Hound, I need each of you, or I'm going to make a d20, and if it exceeds all of your fortitude defenses, you are at move -1 down the condition track. Alright, who here has a fortitude defense of 17 or less, and does not have the Space Hound talent?
Me.
Alright. If that is, for anybody whose that is the case, you move one step down what they call the condition track, and I'll tell you what that means in a moment. A, B, C condition track. Conditions 148. You are at a -1 penalty to all your defenses, and -1 all your attack rolls, ability checks, and skill checks, as you are suffering from space sickness.
Okay.
Right to have space sickness.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Ewoks don't really get out into space much.
It fades after about 8 hours. You can read this on page 257 in the book if you have it, or look it up on the website. Everybody, your speed is equal to your base land speed. You are not limited to movement along the ground in 2 dimensions. You may go anywhere, up, down, left, right, north, south, all of it. Your carrying capacity increases by 10 times in 0 gravity. And you gain a +10 circumstance bonus on any strength check made to lift or move a heavy object. If you do not have the Space Hound talent, you're at a -5 penalty on all attack rolls while operating and skill checks while operating in a 0 gravity environment unless you're native to it, or you have the Space Hound.
So it's just treat them like normal.
Yep, for so you're good. You've been in space a lot. You've acclimated to it. Go. For everybody else, you're feeling pretty woozy, a little bit sick and disoriented, and you're having trouble controlling your speed, moving off the walls, and of course adding to the darkness and everything. Now it's just weird. Plus, it is completely silent. The only noise you hear is a general crackle of static coming over your headphones, the heavy breathing, the whir of fan in your suit, and that's it.
I imagine you can talk with each other to the communicators, yes? And then
Yes.
the suits have.
Yep. All your communicators are built in, and the droids are linked in too, so they're providing translations on the fly. Plus, I assume you guys have been together for several months now, and you've kind of gotten to understand how everybody fights, how you react in certain circumstances. You're definitely no commando group in terms of communication, but you're better than some bunch of randos thrown together trying to figure out what everybody's doing in a firefight. You're not throwing together complex strategies, but people in general understand what Chiba and Rekang are going to do.
Yeah, we're fairly certain that none of us are just gonna spontaneously explode or anything.
You're pretty certain none of you guys are all smart enough not to jump in everybody's line of fire and get shot in the back of the head. Also called doing a Dick Cheney.
Yeah. That's probably why the 2 smallest ended up going first.
Alright.
Alright, so, Chiba, as you crawl along the walls, up the ceilings, all the way around, just going from handhold to handhold, fighting back the nauseous urge to vomit. You come to a intersection where you can go left or you can go straight.
Chiba, you proceed to look down both sides. What does she see?
You see the corridor that goes straight ends after about another 6 meters. It looks like it might curve around to the right. And the corridor to your left takes a sharp turn. So you're going to be going essentially in reverse if you go to the left.
Are there any signs on the walls? Anything that might be used for navigation by the old human crew? The old organics?
I don't think any of you guys speak Neo-Midian.
Nope. So it just says a bunch of. It just has a bunch of letters.
It's a bunch of squiggly things.
Could the droids translate the writing?
We'd have to describe it to them somehow.
You can send an image. Rakang, have your labor droid make a DC 20 knowledge check, intelligence check.
Right.
This is to see if it can apply what its intelligence and programming to translate.
So which knowledge would this be?
Just straight up intelligence.
Oh, right. Yeah, never mind. Okay.
Oh yeah. It only knows
Yeah,
what it's been programmed with. It's not translating. The answer you get is, sorry, master. Do not understand.
Useless piece of junk.
And then the answer comes back, so are you.
I think it might be a political flyer.
Back in the ship, the R2 droid and the labor droid talk to each other, and one of them says, "I'd like to see him translate it too." You just know it's fucking saying each other.
Well, I hear that when in doubt, it's always a solid idea to hug the left.
Chiba proceeds heading to the left.
Okay. Reveal areas. As you head to the left, you notice that it goes up, curves around, and up into a massive bridge. There is a hole in a couple of the screens where no force field covers it anymore. There are corpses and pieces of corpses, Neo-Midians, floating, gently bouncing. They are frozen solid. A few pieces of droids float through the atmosphere, or through the non-existent atmosphere, float through the zero-gravity environment. All of the power panels, you can see some emergency power routing. Some of the panels are active, but all of what you would term battle stations are all deactivated.
Would it be possible to make out what is the cause of them being in pieces?
With a successful medical check, sure. If you guys want to collect some of the corpses and make a check of them. But they are all obviously and completely dead.
Medical, you mean treat injury?
Yes.
You did say the droids would be non-functional, or
They are non-functional in this room. Alright, so remember you guys are at -5. So Chiba. Yeah, they're dead. for sure. You're 100% certain they're dead. Arvalis, with your experience in battle injuries, what you see is a number of small impacts which indicate essentially shrapnel. It looks like when some of the stations exploded, they sent burning copper through the air, which impacted and impaled, and then the sudden acceleration into hyperspace without the appropriate force protections provided by the drives essentially caused them to all their organs to explode. And when they came out of hyperspace here, everything flash freeze dried. It was a quick death, but not an easy one.
Or other than checking their injuries, what else were we allowed to do?
Whatever you want. Some of the panels do have power to them. Notice a few lights. The major ones, which would be, which you look at to indicate things like launching spacecraft and controlling the turrets, they seem to be depowered.
Are any of the active ones connected to cameras?
Extremely good question. Make a use computer check. You may take 10 on this one if you want to do a take 10.
I will do so.
Okay. You sit down in a couple of the chairs, take 10 minutes, just slowly going through the panels, and you pull up several videos. There are a number of video feeds, and they appear to be moving.
Okay, going through them all, can I see any active droids or people in any of them?
There are no active people. You speculate that what you see is some of the stationary security cameras and video feed from some of the active droids. So you do see there's random movements, and then there appears to be purposeful movements.
Mm-hmm.
And there appear to be several droids with cameras as doing internal security rounds at various points throughout the vessel.
Okay, so yeah, I'll speak up. Seems like we do have some droids active.
Figure out how we might be able to capture some of them.
Big ship has
Anything?
I'd be
Sorry,
worried about trying to figure out how to shut them down.
Big ship has tried to control droids, yes? So we
I-
find control of droids and
Yeah,
other droids.
I was gonna ask if any of these officers or whatever if there's a way to check them for like code cylinders or something we could use, like to find the highest ranking officer in our immediate area, and if we could grab his code cylinders. Is there some check I could make for that?
That's actually an excellent question. Make a tactics roll.
Okay.
And I will say you don't have to be trained for this one. If you are trained, that's awesome, but that's a fantastic question. So I'll let you make it anyways.
I'm not, but did you say we have a penalty?
You're at -5, unless you have Space Hound. If you have the Space Hound talent, you're not at a penalty.
I don't. Okay. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're basically most of you guys are right now on a cumulative -6.
I could
Okay,
try
well,
rolling
okay.
tactics, but I only got 4 on it.
Rick King has 8 on it.
True.
-6 is I got a 9.
Right. Yeah. It's a great thought, but on looking, you've realized there's either not a code cylinder, or potentially it's simply gone on an internal security lockdown, and without codes in people's heads, you're not going to be able to undo the lockdown.
Also, do any of the cameras potentially indicate a cargo bay?
Another excellent question. Make a Blod, as you're going through the cameras and stuff, make another computer check. You can do a take 20 on this one if you would like.
Well, first question: would this count as an improve access check?
No.
Okay. I will probably take 20 since this is a big thing.
All right. What you come up with is you could essentially divide the ship into 5 areas. And there is a secure storage bay. There's an engineering bay. You have the central dome, and a couple the regular storage wings, and then there's like a mass storage.
Now we just have to figure out how to get there.
Oh, do I have any area schematics on hand that I can download?
They're pretty general, but yes.
Every little bit helps to help figure out where the fuck we're going.
Right, yeah, so what you've got is a mass storage bay, a hangar bay, high security, control dome and engineering, and then you have the destroyed wing.
We can probably save that one for last, if at all.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which of those 4 seems like it would be closest to us?
Engineering.
Alright. Alright, we might be best hang over to engineering first.
Right. For those of you guys who are mechanics, the more time you spend here looking around, the more you realize there are a huge number of spare parts that you could probably scavenge once you take care of the main stuff. So whatever you take extra can be used as your own home projects.
The king would be up for that.
Me too.
I'll take what I can fit. Yeah.
Can we get the labor droid to come in and get someone to start picking up these spare parts?
That's up to you guys. If you want to leave your ship essentially unguarded.
Plus,
Would we
plus
be
doesn't
able
matter
to-
that he doesn't have magnetic fate.
Would we be able to plus something that will block the access to our ship from outside? Something like that to prevent droids from the ships getting to our ship? Like a rigging up a barricade of some kind?
Yeah, that could easily be done. Do you guys want to do that?
I
Is
believe
it-
that it would, yes.
But it could be a double-edged sword. If we need to escape in a hurry, we will be stuck trying to remove the barricade while they're firing at us.
Yeah, I say we just go on and just leave the droids where they are. Just go on, take what we can. Just.
Yeah.
Let's move on to engineering. Oh, actually, do I see any? I feel like there might be radios around. Are there any?
You would have to scavenge through a droid, you think?
For the 100-kilometer radio.
Ah, there you go. Okay, I'm glad you clarified that. That's something that's going to be big, and it's going to require some work, and you would, anyone with mechanics would understand that. Even if there's one that's like
Mechanics.
spare. So you can go find it. A ship like this is guaranteed to have a spare transmitter of some kind.
Okay, and it won't just and so from what I understand, then it wouldn't be in this room, or would it?
No, it's not going to be in the bridge.
Okay.
Now, you guys have thoroughly explored the bridge. You have accessed the cameras. And you notice that, like I said, pretty much the ship appears to be on a security lockdown procedure. That's hard built into the whole ship.
Could I make a mechanics check to look for where that radio might be?
Sure. Make a mechanics roll. Where would you store it? Or where do you think it's installed? Is going to be in the transmission towers. That's obvious. But yeah.
I'm guessing any spares would be in probably somewhere like engineering.
Yeah, in some sort of engineering storage area.
That'd be my guess too.
So let's just head over there and see if we can find anything.
Well, also I'm guessing nothing that we're looking for is. Well, we haven't found anything on the bridge.
No, you have nothing.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you would think that the engineer is going to have the radio and probably the encryption cards. In some sort of server room, most likely.
Okay, sounds good. I say we head there.
All right.
Don't think we can get anything more from here.
Yep. So you guys head on out of the bridge. There's only one path to follow. And let me highlight that up so you can see. All right. So you head out. You head back down the corridor to the right of the screen. You head down a long hallway. There are several rooms on either side of this thing. They're not important. Crew quarters and things like that. Just providing more evidence of the sudden massive death that came to this ship.
Yeah, nothing of value except maybe maybe some collector's editions of certain magazines or something.
Yeah, some ghoulish explorers might find some stuff of value, but you guys have more important things on your mind. All right. You come to a security door. And it is shut. It is shut, locked. I'm going to need some mechanics rolls to bypass.
I can give that a try again if.
So can try.
I'll take it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Well, remember your space sickness and zero gravity penalty without the Space Hound talent.
Geek.
One last thing I forgot to mention that you guys found since you did ask the question. There are approximately 50 charging stations for droids active throughout the vessel. And you found security footage of the last military engagement. So you actually found several views of the last engagement that resulted in the destruction of the ship, which you are easily able to download and save for later.
Might be something useful, yes? Maybe something we can sell.
Yes,
Maybe.
absolutely, you could do that stuff.
All right, save it to the data pad.
All right, Vlad. As you You float up, you lay out your tools, you pop open the panel, you hum a couple of bars of a tune, and change one wire to this wire, boom, boom, shoo, doors slide open. You see before you a oddly shaped, like a circular room. You're inside of a circular area. This appears to be some sort of engineering central area. Probably like a type of power core of some kind. You excuse me, start taking a look, and who's first inside?
Chiba goes first, I imagine. Yes.
All right. Chiba, I need a perception check from you. You do not suffer the penalty of total concealment, just your space sickness, and there is a concealment penalty of -2 due to the floating debris and stuff in the area. So +2 stacked on top of your -5.
Is that to everyone or just him?
Just Chiba, because Chiba's the first one in, and Chiba has dark vision, so does not suffer the... All right. As you come in, what is your current reflex defense? With the -1 from penalty, I believe, from your being sick.
I do not. My fortitude is able to surpass the stuff. I do not
Okay.
believe I am sick.
Excellent. Good. That's good for you.
My reflex defense would be 20.
Okay. So, give me a moment so I can populate the room. Come on, move over. There it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a surprise round. Select. Alright, so the marching order was Chiba first, Rakang second, Zora third, So fourth, Max fifth, Arvalis, and Blod. So, on the surprise round, the droids, who you don't see, they are they have their magnetic feet are attached to the walls in a radius around the room. Activate their actions, and they are going to open fire.
Here's a question,
Yes.
out of character question before we go in. Would Rekang be able to make an educated guess at where their off switches might be? If, to be able to power them down? If we can get to them?
The droids have a reputation of being easy to destroy. Their strength came in numbers, rather than individual toughness.
Right. I just don't know how many we need.
Yeah, they have a reputation for not being great tanks. All right, they are each lending, except for the first one. The first one is making 2 attacks on you. At a it is approximately 60 squares away, so it's at a -2 to hit you. I know the room doesn't show this scale-wise, but it is enormous. The droids are 60 squares away from you. So it's -2 to hit you. All right. Holy crap. All right. The first droid blasts out with his blaster carbine for a 23.
Hit.
And it does 18 damage. For its second action, it lends a +2 to the next droid to hit. So it's at a no penalty. Second one completely misses you. Provides tactical advantage to the third droid, who completely misses you. And same thing for the fourth droid, who does a 22, which I believe hits and does another 16 damage.
Yes.
For its last action, it provides +2 to the first droid. Alright, I need initiative rolls from everybody. As the door comes open and Blad steps back, ta-da! And Chiba walks through, takes a look around, and suddenly 4 blaster shots. Boom, 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 boom! 2 of them hitting the metal around the door, and 2 of them smashing straight into Chiba.
The initiative is also at -5, yes?
I do not believe so. Let me check the space sickness thing again. Well, droids are going last, so that's good. All right.
I don't know if I did that right or not.
Yeah. Just right-click, add turn, and put your numbers in. All right.
Actually found I remembered to click on my token first before making the roll.
Yeah. Reroll your initiative if you need to. The droid's got like a 3, so... yeah, droid's got a 3.01, so it doesn't really matter who's going first, second, or third. They're just going last.
How do I click on my token?
Yeah.
You got to put it on the map first.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Click on your name and drag it over to where you want it to be. Now, because you guys are allies and because there's no gravity, you are free to kind of like float forward and float backwards through the hallway, so you can kind of like change positions as you're coming and going. I just need to know that who's at the front of the doorway when it gets to the droids.
I'm not able to place my thing. I don't know how to.
Yeah, you should be.
I find I have to drag, go to where your character sheet is, drag that.
I got to click on the
That's how.
name and then drag it over.
Yeah, just drag it onto the.
So I got you.
Screen.
There you go.
I don't
Oh,
seem to be
okay.
able to make the initiative appear for Chiba in the turn order.
All right. Well, let's see. I got you. Add turn.
Okay.
All right, there you guys go. Let's see.
Okay.
You take a -5 penalty on attack rolls and skill checks. And if you have the space sickness, you're at a -1 on all. Page 47.
If we're reckoning, that'll be a -6 then.
Yeah.
Yay. This should be fun.
I don't know if I have the space sickness thing or not.
What's your fortitude defense?
Oh, hang on. I was trying to add my turn order thing. Fortitude.
If it's a 17 or higher, you're not sick.
No, I'm 6, so I guess I'm a -6 as well.
Come on.
Sorry, what do I click on for the rolling for turn order thing? Because
So, open up your character sheet, and then you should click on your
Oh, here we
token
go.
and hit roll initiative.
oh, okay.
I believe that's how you do it.
But we
Yep.
don't take the penalty to initiative.
No, there's no penalty to do initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just to determine.
It says no valid token was detected.
I don't know. What's your roll?
Weird.
You're at 17.
17.07. Yeah.
Also, I think Chiba was 29, wasn't it?
Wait,
No, that was when I was trying to get the initiative to appear. My first roll was the 25.
Oh, okay.
I got booted out.
All right, I think that's everybody.
Okay.
Rakang, Blad, Chiba, Max, Arvalis.
Missing Zora.
So we just don't have Zora. And if Zora wants to be like, nope, I don't fight like that, I'm fine with that too.
No, I
About
tried
5.
rolling it, but I don't think it's showing up. Like, I see it on the side.
I see. Okay, you got
Being
a 5.
rolled?
You got a 5. Let me just grab your character and roll it onto the page here. There you go. Add turn. The good news is, you're still not last.
I'll take it.
Alright. Let me zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better what's going on. Alright, so you guys are kind of lined up against the wall. You see the... You don't hear anything, but you see the lights flashing and the scatter of light energy as it smashes against the... as it impacts. And you can hear Chiba's pain impact as energy courses through her small body. And her suit takes some pretty significant hits. All right, Rakang, you're first up in the order.
Okay. So would I have, obviously, I guess my question is, which ones would I have line of sight on?
You have no
Which
visual on
droids?
any of them. First, you have to float in and make a perception check, like around the corner. That's a
Okay.
that's a cumulative minus 11
Wow.
because they are in total black darkness. There are no lights in here, and they are more than 6 squares away from you.
Damn, that's guessing
For-
I don't really have a choice, do I?
For ease of well, you can still attack where you think they are. It's the same penalty. It's -5 due to total concealment from darkness. Actually, I think total concealment's a -10 to look, but it's a -5 to attack. I gotta double check here. Concealment. Yeah, they definitely have the advantage in here.
Okay.
Page 156. With her dark vision, Chiba actually does not suffer. Alright. If you attempt to notice the target with total concealment, you get a 10 penalty on your perception check. Otherwise, total concealment you're at a -5 to hit. So you can just lean out and just take a shot. -5, take a shot. Where you think they're at. And what are you shooting with, by the way? Arrows? Blaster?
I was thinking I should probably use the blaster for this.
Okay. I'm just checking. for shooting and damage purposes. Alright.
Yeah, well, I may as well just shoot and hope, I guess.
Yep.
Owie. This one. This one was with the -6, right?
Yeah, so you're at a total of -11.
Alright, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you just lean out and you fire off a shot, and just harmlessly impacts against something on the wall, probably. You duck back in, scuttle out of the way. Or anything else?
Say again?
I said, you got anything else this turn?
Don't think there's anything else I can do.
Okay. Vlad, you're up next. All right, Vlad. Okay, we'll come back to Vlad. Chiba?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're trying to talk, we can't hear you.
Chuba is going to proceed to take a shot. And no, we cannot govern. Chuba is going to be taking a shot at this Droid over here.
Okay. All right, yeah. You're not suffering from the concealment penalty, so you're only at -6, I believe, or -5. So
-5.
yep,
Yes.
go for it. -5 plus -2 for range, so -7. I just love the comical image of Chiba with that giant freaking blaster rifle. Chiba leans out, draws a bead, and you guys see in the darkness a massive explosion as the droid gets hit in the chest and is just blown away.
And how far back can she float down their hallway?
5 squares, I believe, or is it 4 squares for your speed?
So
Anyway, you can float back far enough to be out of the way.
yeah, she'll be in our valleys.
Yep. You guys don't have to worry about moving your pictures around. I just need to know who's going to be at the front when the time comes for the droid's turn.
Testing.
That's good.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Vlad, you're up.
I was going to say, I want to shuffle up to the front real quick.
Yep.
Take out my glow rod, throw it into the room. Would that be an action?
Yes, that's an action.
Okay, so yeah, I just throw the glow rod into the room to light it up, and then step back.
All right. Make a dexterity roll, please. Yeah, dexterity.
Same normal -5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For some reason, it didn't account for the -5. It didn't let me put in the modifier there.
That's okay. That's a 12, which is what you needed.
Okay.
The glow rod slowly drifts into the range of one of these other droids, so it lights it up.
There we go.
All right. Max, you're up.
All right. Well, I'll shuffle up to the front with my sporting blaster. Since I've got a scope, I don't take penalties for short range
Yeah.
increments. So I'm going to take an aim at that lit up droid, and I guess I'll take my shot.
All right. Go for it.
All right. I'm still at -6, so I'll account for that.
No, you line up and nope. It just the shot just bounces harmlessly off the walls and is dissipated. All right. Anything else before Arvalis is up?
I don't think I can take a second shot, can I?
No, I don't believe you can.
Okay.
All right. Arvalis, as you guys you're getting in the rhythm of the groove of floating up, peek around, take a shot, push yourself backwards.
Which of these droids was led up by the
It doesn't
glow
matter.
rod?
Take your pick. They're all
Then
kind
I'm
of
gonna-
equidistance away. They're in a 3D grid around you.
What was the penalty again to shoot?
The range is you're taking a -2. If you shoot at the one that's lit up, you do not have the darkness penalty of -5. If you're sick, you're at a -6 total penalty. So potentially you could be at -13.
Or -8?
Yeah.
I'm shooting at the one that's lit up.
All right. So you're at a -6 right now. Or a -8, actually. Sorry. Anyways, doesn't matter. You miss. You needed a 12. Nothing. So
What's the range to these things?
they're at basically medium range, which is the -2 penalty, which is yeah. They're at the max. They're just over 60 feet away, or 60 squares. Sorry, which is the very back end of their short range increment. If they were any further away, they'd be at a -5 penalty to hit you.
Okay, so if I shoot at the one that's by the glow rod, it's just -2.
Well, they're all at -2 because they're in a 3D pattern like around.
Well, I
you.
mean, there's no other
No.
modifiers.
Correct. Well, it's
Okay.
-2 for range, -5
Uh-huh.
for darkness, which is negated by the glow rod.
Uh-huh.
-5 for zero gravity unless you have Space Hound, which I believe so does.
Which I do.
And you're not sick because of Space Hound. So,
So it's just -2 then.
yes.
Okay, then I'll shoot at the one by the glow rod.
So you lean around, pick out your target, and one more droid. You blast a hole straight through its chest. The magnetic boots keep it locked in place, but it is destroyed. Zora, you're up.
Okay, trying to figure out my penalties once again, because I do believe that my character is sick.
Yep. So you're at -6, plus -2 for range, plus -5 for now total darkness again. So you're at -13 to hit.
Okay, and if I'm shooting at the lit up one, is that
It-
still remaining at -13?
So killed that one.
Okay, he's dead. Good.
Yep.
Also trying to use an ion pistol, so not necessarily to destroy the droid, but to
that's
take it out
Extra
of
damage to
commission.
droids. That is the weapon to use against droids for sure.
Okay, so do I does
You
it
shoot
factor
same
in when I
as
roll it?
Yep. Shoot.
Okay.
Ion. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Ion damage. Ooh.
That's a great
Yeah.
great attack.
You line it up and nothing. You miss as well. Alright, the B1 droids' turns. The remaining two are supporting each other and helping to modify their penalties down to a -1 as they're not affected by the darkness. Who's at the front, by the way?
From the looks of it, it's Rakang.
You guys tell me. Is it Zora because she was last, or is it going to be Rakang or Chiba, or who? Somebody's got to be closest to the front. I don't think 10 hits anybody anyways, but go ahead. I'm going to
I
say it's
suppose
Rakang
Rakang
unless
would've
somebody
stayed
tells me otherwise.
somewhere near the front.
I say it's Rakang.
Alright. So, first shot misses. Second shot. And let me double check that one. They're at a total 0 modifier to hit you. There you go. Both shots miss. Miss. Rakang. Front and center.
Okay. Well, I feel like Rakang probably needs to assist in reducing some of these penalties, so he's going to pull out another glow stick and throw it in.
Okay. You pull out the rod. Give it a toss out. Give me a general dexterity roll.
Is this a fight or a rave?
It's a fighting rave.
Don't all raves eventually degenerate into fights?
Let there be
Only
light.
the good ones.
Alright. Even accounting for the minuses due to being sick, and you're just kind of generally tossing it in to get it in the vicinity, I'm going to say, yeah, that's good enough. You barely light up one of the remaining 2 droids. The glow rod is just barely within range of it. And then you use your rest of your to get out of there. Back away.
Yep.
All right, Blad.
I'm gonna go forward, take an ion shot.
Okay. You're at a, I believe, total -5 for you. Because I assume you're shooting at the one that's lit up.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna spend a 4th point because
Yeah, do it.
I am right annoyed by this one.
Roll a d. Yes, excellent. The ion shot slams the droid, and you see it. You see it kind of like jerk and twitch, and the rifle kind of like sketches it towards the ceiling before it points back down towards the doorway. Go on. Go ahead. Next up is Chiba.
Me.
Yep.
Yes. Hacking. Chiba is going to once again float forward, and she's going to be taking a shot at the droid over here.
Okay, go for it. That's the one that's lit up, and
Oh, this is the one that. So she's going to take a shot at one that's not lit up.
okay, go for it. So you're at a -2 for range, and -5 for 0 gravity penalty, and you said you're not sick, so... Excellent. Chiba, deadly warrior that she is, lines up, and once again, you see a shower of sparks as another droid is and goes limp. One more droid to go. As you can hear Chiba cheering. What does Chiba say after each kill? Anything?
Puccini!
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 Max.
All right. Well, I'm gonna float up to the top, I guess, and then or the front, and I'm gonna try to attack that droid that's lit up.
Okay.
I assume it's still alive, right?
Yeah, you can tell it's twitching. You can tell it's been the ion damage is affecting it.
Okay. Well, he'll take a careful shot through his scope. I don't
Okay.
have to check what these
So you
feats
take.
give me.
I'm gonna roll you if you aim, you can get the benefits of aiming, but you won't be able to move backwards. So, but that's up to you. That's a flavor thing. but go ahead and make your shot. You do not suffer the darkness penalty, so you're only at a minus.
I'm at
8.
-6, I believe.
-6 for zero gravity, plus a -2 for range.
Oh, I thought it was -5 for zero gravity.
Well, are you sick?
Yeah.
So that's a -1 because you're sick, plus -5 for 0.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I've got a scope, so I shouldn't take a range penalty.
Okay, there. Yep. So perfect. So then you're at just at a
Okay,
-6.
so at -6. Got it. All right.
Yeah, fighting in zero gravity sucks. You barely miss it. It zips right past its head.
All right. Well, I guess I'll move back then.
All right, Arvalis.
Should have aimed.
Yep.
I take a shot and I can see it, right?
Yes.
The droid.
Yes. All right, same thing. This time you hit it, and I believe that was a natural 20. So, you nail it right in the central processor, right through the little eyeball speaker thing. Its head just explodes soundlessly in the zero gravity, in the vacuum. All 4 droids where the shots were coming from are now limply attached to the walls. And no more shots come your way.
All right, let's collect our sticks and go on in.
Right, well, if they're all taken out, let's go. Let's go in.
Yee.
Yes, getting take everything. Those hurt a lot.
Yep, no.
Alright, yeah, so you guys float in, collect your glow sticks. Anybody who wants a blaster carbine, there's 4 of them floating around for you. There's another door leading out.
What kind of carbines are these?
Blaster
Are they
carbines.
just- Okay.
I'm not going to grab one because I don't have the efficiency for it.
They're pretty. You guys have seen a number of these on the open market. After the Clone Wars, there was a lot of these were rescued out from battles and such, and so they're pretty common. If you buy a blaster carbine, there's probably a 50% chance it's something like this, in this style.
Just I can also sell it independently after collecting the droids.
So
Anybody who can use a rifle.
What
has
if
one.
they?
It has auto fire on them.
Quick question. What was it that they were using to stick to the ground again?
their feet are magnetic.
Okay, so we can't. So we couldn't use it.
Oh, I was actually.
Can we
You
tie
gave me
the
an
magnetic feet on our boots?
Nah,
well,
it
actually, you
doesn't
gave me
quite
an
work that
idea
way.
and say,
Go ahead.
can we salvage that part from one and put it on Raking's translator droid?
Yeah, you guys can. You come up, and these things. It's going to take you. Make a mechanics roll for me.
Alright. Presuming this is going to be with the -6
Yeah.
penalty. That's fine.
That's plenty. Using one of the spare rifles and stuff, you blast enough of the droid out of your way that you get to the wires, and you short circuit it, and the batteries inside of it let go, and you now have a pair of magnetic droid feet.
Nice. We can also take a blaster carbine as well, just in case.
Yep. Okay. So you guys collect the parts. What you're gonna do? You head out, go to the next corridor, to the next room. Again, this is an enormous area. You spend quite some time going through all the spaces. You see where all the living quarters are, the food, the cafeterias, and you've managed. You believe you've come to the area where kind of like people worked, and it's just a matter of finding the storage rooms and the server rooms. All right, somebody roll me a D100.
I don't know how to do that.
Slash roll D100.
Oh, D100.
All right, there you go.
Nice.
3 rolls.
Yes.
Well, it looks like we got the ranges covered.
Number 2, we're taking Chibas. That was a good choice. You guys come into the next area. There's another room. You bypass the door, and there is a stocked up area. It appears to be a part storage room of some kind. Need a mechanics roll. Begin going through it.
From who?
Anybody who's going through it.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so it's like, I got this. He heads in. He starts prying a couple of lids off, crates, checking these things, poking, prodding, and so you have found a spare radio. It is
winner, chicken
unfortunately
dinner.
not a 100-kilometer transmitter radio.
Could be used to transmit the activation codes. Yes.
Not that easy. It's going to require. It's big. It's big. You realize it's probably going to take you several hours to get it out of here.
Oof.
Even boxed up in parts pieces, which they're all there, and they're all labeled. It's going to take several hours of prying loading hatches open, rigging up chains and ropes, pulleys, and just to try to keep things under control and get it out through the corridors. So, not, but you have found it.
Do we need it?
That's number 1 on his list.
Okay.
He's going to pay you 5,000 credits for it on delivery.
That's each, right?
No, that's total.
Oh, okay.
But in terms of single item cost, that thing is that, and he's going to pay the same for that as an armored assault tank.
Would Ricking's droid help make things a little easier now that it has magnetic feet?
Yeah, it's a matter of time and how much damage it takes as you float it down the corridors. All right, so I'm gonna need 3 mechanics rolls from you guys. Who's making them? The labor droid. He'd be a good one to make. This is not a matter of weight. You guys are in a zero gravity environment. It's a matter of not getting it going such that you can't stop it, because mass is still a thing.
You said mechanics, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll
go.
contribute.
Does the
me
mechanics
too.
will take the penalties?
Yes, they do. All right. Working very carefully. You guys spend the next about 6 hours, 7 hours, slowly maneuvering these massive, heavy crates full of delicate electronics out, down the corridors, up into your vessels, hanging off wires where it is picked up by the other freighter, who picks it up and stores it in their massive hold. At the end of this, you guys are no longer sick. You still suffer the -5, but nobody here suffers the -1 sickness penalty. You have at least your body's at least acclimated that much.
Hooray!
I'll take it.
All right. So place your characters in room 4 here.
Yeah. Rick would be like, yay, no more yucky.
Yeah, you guys stop for a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Oops.
All right. And
There we go.
all right. You guys finalize it. You come back down, getting ready to look. Again, massive storage room. Blad, So, Zora, make a perception roll.
Blab and who?
Blad, So, and Zora.
$18.
Excellent. You see this. So, you see this. And Zora, you see this. Even though it is still 100% dark inside this room, except for the glow lanterns. Blad, So, Zora, you see the security door opens up. And 5 B1 battle droids float in and take up positions along the back wall. Chiba, you, Arvalis, Rakang, Max, see the door from room 8 open up. And a little round ball comes rolling in. Unfolds
Oh, fuck.
and lights up.
Hang on, I don't see where this door from room 8 that you're talking about.
I will illuminate.
Okay. Aha, okay.
I gotta minimize you anyways. And I'm not gonna clutter the map with B1 droids, but there's 5 of these things come floating in. They are each about 10 squares from you. Come on, select. Go away. Okay. Do you want to roll re-initiative?
Can't remember, does it take the penalty or no?
No. Why was that so hard? What the?
I rolled
Why
the
is it
exact
not
same thing
moving?
as last time.
That was weird. Yeah, if you guys would do me a favor and change the order on the turn, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
All right.
I don't think we can do that, can we?
Okay.
No.
Arvalis, what's your initiative? New one.
28.11.
Okay. So, what's your initiative? 13. Zora, what's your initiative?
9.
9. Okay, that changed for me. Rakang, 2909. Chiba, your initiative.
27.
Good. Blad, 2209.
Yep.
Max, 10.07 looks like.
Yep.
Arvalis, 28 something.
Chris, I see my name 2 times on the turn order.
That's okay. I'll fix that. There. All right. Rakang, you are first to see this and react. They are about 20 squares. Both of them are 20 squares from you.
Okay. And I'm presuming there's a ton of crates and stuff to
Yep.
hide behind.
A bunch of you guys all have the ability to have partial concealment from if
Okay.
you duck behind cover. This will give you a +2 to your defense.
Okay. I'm just deciding whether Rakane wants to take a shot first and then dive for cover, or dive for cover and then pop up, take a shot. I think he'll probably take a shot first and then dive for cover.
Okay, do you have
Now,
the... Well, it's a standard attack, so yeah. So take your shot. Which one are you shooting at?
would Rakane be closest to the...
You're a little bit closer to the droid, to the droidica.
this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's the one he'll take a shot at. Now... I might use the new weapon he just got.
Alright.
I hope I've added the details correctly, though. Not sure what its attack is.
Blaster carbines. I go to my equipment handouts, and I go to weapon ranged. The one at the very bottom is blaster carbines. It is 3d8 damage.
Yep, got that.
Point blank is 0 to 30 squares. And you can do semi-auto or auto fire. Has a 50 shot power pack. So they've got, I think, 48 shots each remaining.
Okay. Can't seem to change the attack total, though.
Do you have the proficiency in those weapons?
That's a good question. Probably not, so I might have to just go with the blaster pistol. Right.
Yeah, I
Are we still at
don't see it on your feet, so...
Okay.
What's the scout? I'd have to look at the scout proficiencies. Scout proficiencies.
I think it's rifles, pistols, and simple weapons. Because I think I'm a scout and I've got those.
Also to do with the
Feats.
I don't think Ewoks start with that anyway.
Scout. Starting feats. You begin play with weapon proficiency, pistols, rifles, and simple weapons. And Ewoks. Let's see if they have a penalty to what they can take.
I don't think Ewoks can start with those weapon proficiencies.
Yes, you do not gain those weapon proficiencies. You have to take them.
I'll have
So,
to.
yeah, you don't have that
Learn them
weapon
at some
proficiency to use it.
Oh, that'll be something to sell for later on then. All right, well, blaster pistol it is then.
Okay,
And we're still at -5, right?
correct. From gravity. All right. All right, your shot hits the shield, and the energy scatters, but you believe it weakened the shield a little bit. All right. Before we get going with the rest of this combat, I should have taken a break before we got started, but let's take a 5-minute break. Let's make it 10 minutes. Let's take 10 minutes and come back.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okie dokie.
Okay, guys, we're back. So we're going to retcon about just a hair. As you guys are in the warehouse communicating, plotting your next move, Rakang, you were just around the corner from the stack of crates that you're behind right now. You see this droidica roll in. The shields light up in the total darkness. Even then, you can see the brief activation of the shields. And in that brief moment when you had a sight and you knew exactly where it was at, it was, oh shit! And you pull out the pistol, boom, you take a shot, and then you roll back around the corner, excitedly jabbering an Ewok with the translator droid translating a mile a minute. Basically conveying your pants-shitting terror at a droidica just rolling up into the room. And so, you see several droids drift in. You're in a good position to see it. And then they spread out. And you lose sight of them behind the crates. So, Rakang, you had your turn. Arvalis, you're up.
You can move 6 spaces, right?
Yes, you have a speed of 6. And remember, we are talking a 3-dimensional environment, so you tell me, do you drift up towards the ceiling? We just have to try to keep track of how high up you are off the ground, stuff like that. But
considering there's a droid right here, I think I'm gonna stay on the ground and.
okay, so you move.
Going here. Yeah, I'm going here.
All right. You do not have any line of sight or anything to where it's at.
I'm aiming in that direction. As soon as the droid comes to vision, I will shoot.
Okay, so now's a good time to tell you guys about a peculiarity of the Star Wars method of holding your action. If you hold an action or delay your turn, you will actually change your initiative to the point where your initiative will change so that the rest of the combat, if you held to, say, initiative 10, your initiative becomes 10 the rest of the combat. So that is a peculiarity of the Star Wars Saga battle system. Just keep that in mind. Alright, Chiba, you're up.
And Chip is going to. Would she be able to move, shoot, and move again?
Do you have there is a feat that lets you do that.
No, if there is a feat for that, then no, I do not have it. Okay, would she be able to move up and shoot at the droids down here, downrange?
You can float up high enough to get over top of the crates and take a shot, yeah.
But that would also expose me to the droid wrecker, yes?
You're not sure. You don't know where it's at exactly at the moment. It's you know that it's south of you from where you're currently facing at the bottom of the screen. You're not sure where it's at exactly specifically at the moment.
Would I be able to float over these crates, and get to this other side within one turn?
What's your speed? Well, how many squares can you move?
My speed, let me see. 4.
All right. You can float up the 3 squares to the top of these crates, and then you would end your turn on top of these crates.
In that case, I'm just going to make my normal way. Make your way over here, and I'm going to.
So it's
hold my
1, 2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm going to be holding my action over here.
Okay. You're up.
Alright. Let me think. So where are the others?
They're exactly where you see them.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to sort of get a bit up off the ground onto some of these crates. Not quite enough to just see if I can get a peek of where the droid
Okay. So that's 3 squares of movement to get put your head over top of the crates.
and I'm going to take a pot shot at the droidica.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bit of a range, isn't it?
How many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're 10 squares out. So that should be point blank range, basically. It is total darkness. So you're at a minus 10.
Minus 10 total, or minus 10 including, like, gravity?
Minus 10 total.
Well, let's see if I get lucky.
Nope.
I do not.
You fire off, it does not seem to hit anything. However, unless you have the talent, you are now stuck up there. Basically on top of the crates. There is a feat that allows you to move, shoot, and then move again. Otherwise, it's move and then shoot. Or shoot and then move.
Okay, I'll be a sitting duck, sure. It'll draw fire from everyone else, at least.
Yeah. Alright. Next up are the battle. 1, 2. 2 actions to move. So 3, and then it floats up tall. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, the points them at medium range at a -2 to hit. And sorry, pardon me for there. Didn't mean to sneeze in your all's ears.
Bless you.
All right.
Bless.
So three of the B1 droids are taking shots at you, Blad, at -2 to hit. And you have a +2 to cover as well. You are ducked partially behind, so they're at a -4 to hit you. -4. Boom. I'm pretty sure that misses on a 3. I'm sure a 5 misses you as well. Does a 17 hit? On your reflex defense.
He isn't here at the moment.
He's BRB.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll come back to him. The other two, 1, 2, 3, float up high. They don't have any sight lines. This one's actually, these two are going to stay on the ground for now. They float up a little bit. They're actually off the ground, but they don't have sight lines on anybody. They are using tactical advantages to give bonuses to fire if anybody comes into range. All right, the Droidica sees Blad's head poke up, moves 1 square, and lets loose. With a rapid attack. Rapid shot. Pretty sure 10 misses him. Alright, that's all they can do. So, you're up.
So with that droidica firing, would I be able to peek around the corner and see it?
You see a flash of light, and then there's a burst of crates where some of the crates take the impact and just explode and begin to, you see splinters floating through the air.
Okay, well I would like to take a shot at that droidica.
Okay, you are at a, if you're using your rifle, I believe you're at a -10 total to hit. I take that back.
No, I'm
You
using
have
my
space
pistol.
sound. You're at a -5 to hit because of total darkness. And it is not on any corners or anything, so he doesn't have any kind of cover. Does that take into account your -5?
Yes, I
Yes, it
hit
does.
-5 with the modifier.
Excellent. That's exactly what you needed. Barely hits. There's a shower of energy, and you are pretty sure his shield got weaker. Where did my pencil go? Pencil. I just had the freaking thing. Where did I put it? Guess I'm getting another one out. Ah, there it is. Rolled behind my computer. Excellent. Max.
I'm not sure how to know what my movement is.
You just grab your picture and move it. But you have a movement
I
of
mean
6.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, 6 squares.
So I should be able to move to the corner where Blad is, and then peek around the corner on the ground.
Yeah, you're echoing really bad. I don't know if your speakers are picking up on your microphone and playing it back, but yeah,
Is that better?
Yes, that's much better. So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you can stay on ground level, and you move 4 squares over.
Yeah, and I intend to do that and then peek around the crate using it as cover.
Okay. So
And then I'll try to take a shot at the droidica.
I'm gonna. If you have that cover and you want to stay behind it, it's also going to provide him the same cover. So you're going to be at -7 to hit. But go ahead. I made the same thing on So, but I'm not going to retcon that. I should have said the same thing. Because you can't, unless you have the talent to move, fire, and move back. Or that feat. Sorry, it's a feat, not a talent.
I guess I don't understand.
So you can move, you can fire and then move. You can move and then fire. But
Right.
there's a feat that allows you to move, fire, and then move again.
Well, he's not really moving. He's just peeking around the corner, right?
Right,
With
but
whatever cover that gives him, and then he'll shoot at the droid.
he still has the same amount of cover from you because you're like leaning out awkwardly, trying to shoot around a corner. It's not easy.
Okay.
But at the same token, you are also being protected by him returning fire. So many times that's worth it.
So what's my
-7
penalty
total.
then?
I believe you don't have space hound, so you're a total -7.
Okay, well, I guess I'll give it a try. And then what's my range? This one.
You're at point blank range.
Okay.
So there's no range penalty for you.
In that case, I'll use my carbine to do that.
Okay,
The one
good
I picked
choice.
up.
Excellent choice.
All right, and this is already with the. Oh, jeez.
Unfortunately, you shoot a couple of shots off, and it peppers the boxes around it. Just awkward positioning. But you duck back behind it with Blad kind of floating over top of your head. You can see the scorch marks on his spacesuit where the droidica shot at him.
Oh, should I mark off some damage?
13.
If I go.
Also, Blad,
Oof.
I need you to make a tactics roll. I know you're not trained in it, but I'm going to let you make it anyways.
To tell me to get down from here.
Nope, this is totally something different.
Is it affected by the -5?
This is not.
20.
Droidica should have splattered your brains all over. It appears to be firing at only half capacity.
Interesting.
Would anyone else notice this, or potentially notice this if they have tactics?
Blad did because he got a face full of blaster.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
He was looking right at it and it went, oh, target! Boom, 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 boom. But it only went boom, boom instead of boom, 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 boom.
Like, the fact that I get to notice the fact that I'm still alive.
Which you are free to shout that out of the droidica appears to not be fully functional.
Yeah.
Fully functional.
Yeah, I'll just briefly note. Seems to be at lower power blasters.
All right, Zora, you're up. Yeah.
Okay.
And Blad, as a veteran of the Clone Wars, you know that too as well. You've seen these things in action. Which is why you get to make that roll, because you've seen this before.
Trying to calculate her position here because she's placed between two squares. Can I just pick to be in
Yep.
one
just
more
pick.
than the other?
Yep.
One
just
more
pick.
than the other?
Yep.
Okay. Well, she's kind of in the center of this Bermuda Triangle between the Jawa, Arvalis, and the trio over there around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at this point in time, she thinks Jawa can probably handle herself. She will move to reinforce Arvalis's position
Okay.
to
Good
be
choice.
maybe around here.
All right. Yeah, you've got that movement. All right. All right, we're back to the top of the order in Rakang, and because the two people holding their actions didn't take an action, their initiative is unchanged. No targets moved into their view, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you guys want to do try to throw a grenade or something, I don't know.
No grenades on my part.
All right.
I was gonna say, does anyone have any?
I have one, but I'm saving it actually.
Okay, Rakang, you're up.
Well, so I'm guessing he'll be at a -10 to take another shot at the Droidica?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's gonna be -12 if you try to cover.
I suppose it's better than floating up, taking a shot, and getting stuck on top of the crates. Alright, let's give it a shot.
Right. Yeah. -12.
To get extremely lucky here.
You might. Nope.
Or not.
All right. Yeah. Flask goes wild. Arvalis. As the rest of your team is leaning around and is focus firing on the Droidica, shot after shot, boom, 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 and of course, all totally silent. You're just seeing the flashes of light, of blaster fire, shooting off in each direction.
Again, how far can I throw the grenade?
6 squares. That is the range of thrown weapon. 6 squares. And unfortunately, you're not going to lob it over the crates either. Zero gravity is a bitch like that.
I'm thinking about moving over here. Can I? If I move here, can I throw the grenade over the front, over the crates then?
1, 2,
No, it's gonna
3,
be floating.
4, 5. So you've moved 5 squares.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I throw the grenade around the corner?
You can try to roll it in its path where it kind of basically land about right here.
It has a burst of 2 squares. 1, 2. It's not going to be enough to.
Yeah, so it would basically land right there, and then
2. It's not going to be enough to. Then I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay here, hold my action, and see if he moves up.
okay. Chiba.
Chip is going to be moving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let me see. And taking a shot at this droid over here.
Okay. That's a very long range shot. You're at -2, and he does have partial cover, so -4. But you're not impeded by the darkness, so
So -4 total.
Yep, -4. Excellent. You take a long range shot. So, a carbine shot flies over your shoulder, impacts against this droid, and it just again, magnetic feet sticking to the ground. The rest of it floating off into space. Gone. Rack up another kill for the Jawa. Vlad.
Alright, so is Droidica down, is my understanding?
Droidica? No, it's not down.
Okay. It was something else that got...
He took out a B1 battle droid.
Okay.
Sorry, Shiva took out a B1 battle droid.
I'm going to scramble back down, realizing that this whole be on top and in the open thing isn't really working out.
Okay.
Quick thought. Would it be possible to pull out the portable computer and somehow interfere with the remote signals that would probably be guiding these things?
You would know this. You don't need a roll. The Separatist droids used a type of encryption that's essentially impossible to break, and it varied from ship to ship. And the Republic Army would have very dearly loved to have that capability.
Damn. It does give me other ideas, but for later. For now, I'm going to try and poke around, try and take an ion shot.
All right. Yeah, so you're kind of like sideways, floating sideways with one hand on the crates, and you kind of reach around. Again, so you're at a -2 for trying to shoot out from cover, giving it the same amount of cover, and point blank range. So go for it.
So wait, is that
-7?
Okay, and because I've got point blank shot, that offsets it by 1.
Well, you're already at a point blank range, so.
No, point blank shot the feet.
Yeah, that reduces range difficulties. Oh, yeah, the feet. Yeah, so anything made at point blank is made at a -1 penalty, right?
Yeah.
Feats. Come on, feats. That's equipment. Back.
You get a +1.
78.
Point blank shot. You get a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons against opponents within point blank range.
God damn it!
You miss.
I'm gonna spend a 4th point on that. Fuck it.
Okay.
Possibly even 2, because I am frustrated by this thing.
Alright. You still miss.
Damn it! Oh well. At least I missed with some dignity.
Alright. B1 droids are up. This thing, it floats to the top of the crate. It's on top. Floats to the top. Floats to the top. So all 4 of the remaining B1 droids float up to the top, trying to get a view down. They do not have a clear line of sight at So, but they do at Chiba. So 2 of them are taking shots at Chiba, and 2 are going to take shots at Vlad, because he's the one up. These are all at -4, accounting for partial cover and range.
Oh fuck.
So that's Chiba. Chiba. Blad. And Blad. 3 misses, 1 hit. I assume your reflex damage, reflex defense is 18 or less.
Yeah, and that might actually take me out.
So you're at a 23 total damage on you.
Yeah, that takes me out. I'm just...
All right. So Blad's spacesuit, the life support system on it takes a massive hit. There's a shower of sparks, and the internal systems begin to flicker on and off. Blad has to immediately. Your next action is gonna have to be to go for cover, and make a stabilization roll to your systems. That's what you're gonna be doing. The rest of combat is trying to stabilize it so you can get back to the ship to repair it. The Droidica can only advance 1 square because it's walking, and these things are designed to and takes a shot at the covered Max, because that's the one it sees. Sort of, kind of. It's shooting at -2 for account for your cover.
Okay.
And it can only take a rapid shot, not a regular shot, because it tried to move. Sorry, that's a -2, but it rolled a natural 20. So, whew. Yeah.
Oh, actually, something just occurred to me, just to clear something up. Was that the suit that got damaged, or...?
That's your suit, yes.
Okay. So, I'm still alive.
Yeah, your suit is dying. You're going to have to get it stabilized until you can get back to the ship for a full repair.
Okay.
All right, Max, same thing. Your suit is badly damaged. You are rapidly losing life support, and you are going to have to pull out of the combat and take some rapid response to try to stabilize your systems.
Okay. So I guess that's what I do. I'll move back.
Yep.
And then I'll. What do I do?
Well, we'll get there. So you're up.
Okay.
All right, I'll take another shot at the Droidica.
Okay.
What was the penalty again? -5?
2 for shooting from cover and trying to stay in cover, and -5 for total darkness. That is not enough. It bounces off the shields, and you get the sense that it didn't really affect the shield. Max, you need to retreat.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing, but
Okay.
what do I need to roll or whatever?
Mechanics.
Okay. Do I take penalties for this?
No, you will not be under a penalty for this because you're working on your own equipment.
Okay.
14. Okay. You patch. You take out an emergency repair patch and you slap it over the hole, and it seals up, and you feel air pressure come back. The fans that circulate your air are still extremely rough, and they stop, and then you can hear them kind of buzzing as broken pieces are intermingling and preventing them from turning. You're alive, but you're going to have to devote most of your energy. You're going to be, if you attempt to attack the rest of this combat, you're going to be at a -5 on your attack, because you're trying to maintain your system while shooting. And do you retreat somewhere, or where do you pull back to?
I don't even know where the doors are to this place.
There was one near the Droidica, and then on the far left, there's like a big sliding door where the 5 B1 droids came in.
So the Droidica and the droids are the only entrance and exit.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll pull back to... back in amongst these crates, because I don't want to leave Blad too... I don't want to be too far away from him if he needs help.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and you can move 6 squares, so... I couldn't quite get the squares to line up, but they're pretty close. They're the right size anyways.
So I'll move about 3 squares away. I want to be within range of Blad. So.
Okay, yep. Zora.
Okay, so as I'm seeing, my character is actually in a direct diagonal line with the Droidica, but in order to hit him, she would actually have to float up because there's crates in the way, and so gives the droid some cover. So I am considering doing that and then firing a shot, a little ping at it from the ion pistol.
Okay, you can do that. You float up to the top of the crates, and you can point your weapon down, and you have a clear shot at the droid.
Okay. Now, what would my penalties be? I have the total darkness, right?
It's only -5 for total darkness.
Okay.
As you float up high enough to get over the cover. That looks like a critical success, and it's ionic damage. The blast hits the shields, and they flicker off.
Oh, thank God for small mercies. Now we just need to deactivate the actual thing.
Are the shields gone, or will it be able to bring him back up? Is it a temporary thing?
It's gone until it has a chance to bring them back up.
Okay, so he has to repair it. Got
It has to do it on its turn. Rakang. Zora shouts out, "Shields down! Shields down!" You there? Oh,
I think Rakang's AFK.
Okay, we'll get her back. Arvalis. Zora shouting out, "I took its shields off!"
Okay.
So it's not just square. So 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square.
Can I throw the grenade from there?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna throw the grenade.
Okay. You roll a grenade. Make a dexterity roll, please. That'll work. You roll the grenade in. What kind of grenade is it?
Frag grenade.
Frag grenade. I was certain you were going to say an ion grenade. But that's
I
okay.
do not have ion grenade.
Alright, roll frag grenade damage. And I believe it takes full damage. Let me double check that. Grenade. GR. Greater, da 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 da. Weapons. Weapons. Space transport. Weapons. Damage. Crew cover. Hit points. Defenses. Vehicles. Line of sight. Does not have damage reduction. Here we go. Gear. Armors. Equipment. Ion rifle. Explosives. Grenades. When you make an area attack with a grenade, you make a single attack roll and compare its reflex defense of every target in the grenade's burst radius. Stop that.
I have to make an attack
All
roll
right.
right
So
now.
yes. So the damage of a frag grenade. I'll tell it. So it takes half damage because you did not make its defense, but you still damage it. Grenade. I know I have frag grenade on here somewhere. I must have it on the stormtrooper sheet. Opposition. Stormtrooper. Come on, roll 20, load up. Yeah, so I did a speed test, and Spectrum is throttling me to 1/6 of what I pay them for.
Jesus.
But Spectrum continues in saying, "We don't throttle you. It must be somebody else."
Yeah, and if you use their speed test, it won't show being throttled.
Well, actually, it does. It shows them I pay for 300 and they give me 50. All right, it's 4d6. Arbalis.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Okay. Ah, that's a shit roll. My God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it takes 5 damage. You see it took damage. Okay. Up next, Chiba.
I'm back, by the way.
Ah, Rakang. Good. We need you to take your turn.
Yeah,
Zora took its shields down. Droidica has no shields at the moment.
Okay. So, would Rekang be able to make an estimated guess as to roughly where to hit it to potentially damage it the most?
It's blaster. That would be the most impactful shot you could make.
It's probably not a bad idea. Alright, so Rekang's probably going to poke around and try and do that.
Okay, are you going to try to shoot from cover? Or are you going to step out to maximize your chances of hitting it the way you want it?
Problem is, if I step out, I won't be able to step back again.
Yeah, but you might not get the chance to get it with the shields down again either.
It's true. Well, might as well give it a shot, right?
Yep. So you step out. Excellent.
Yep.
All right, you step out. You line up. There's gonna be -5 for darkness, and I'm gonna your shot as a blaster, so -7 total, which is better than -9.
Absolutely.
That is excellent. You hit the blaster, and the arm blows off. Then Arvalis, who took his attack when you were out, rolls around, grenade through the air, and it hits it right in the chest. And you see the head kind of like look down at it, and then it poof, and the whole droid blasts into 1,000 pieces. Fragments of metal and scrap flying everywhere. Rakang, you dive back for cover. Oh shit! You dive back behind the crates as fragments of grenade and droid go whizzing past you in the zero gravity. Whoosh. It's gone. Excellent job. Vlad. Or sorry, I skipped Chiba. Chiba, you're up.
I cannot see any more enemies on the map.
Have we still got the droids on the boxes?
Oh, yes. Yes,
they floated up tall to get a couple of shots off.
They are blending on the boxes a bit. Yeah, would Shiba be able to hit them as they are floating up?
Yeah, you have a view. They had a view on you. They are still counted as cover the angle, but you do have a view on them and you can shoot them.
Yeah, she's going to be firing on one of the two that fired on her.
Yep. Go for it. I'm going to increase their size so you can see them a little easier. Does that make a difference?
There we go.
Yes, it's about -4, yes?
Yeah, range and cover. Excellent. You blast another one.
And then moving to behind these boxes. And ending my turn.
Lad, you're up. You need to make a float down and make a mechanics roll.
Yep. Oh, what the fuck?
That's good enough.
Okay.
You float down. You make the roll. Again, you slap a couple of patches, quick seal patches on the holes. You feel the air pressure of your suit back up, and you go to work on the fans and stuff as well as you can to try to keep the air and everything circulated and pressurized.
I'm just gonna go work on like.
Yep.
We need to get back to the ship and regroup.
And move your character where you want him.
Gonna move down on the floor here so that I am not in anything.
Okay.
Hopefully, not in anything line of fire.
Yep. You're pretty sure you got full cover.
Whew.
These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, they float up. One of them's going to take a shot at Rakang because they can see Rakang. Rakang does have cover. The other two are taking a shot at Arvalis because they can see Arvalis. And Arvalis also has partial cover. So they're now within point blank range of their blasters, so they're at -2 for cover. So Rakang misses with a 5. The other two shooting at Arvalis. Miss. I'm pretty sure an 11 misses you, Arvalis. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. 3 shots, 3 misses. More splinters flying. More flashes of light in the black darkness. You're up.
It's my turn.
It's So's turn. Unless So's not around. There he is. Okay.
I'm here. I'm gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then stay on ground level. That way, as the droids advance, I can pop up on the boxes and flank them next turn.
Yep. Yeah, you guys got it, man. They were relying on numbers, as they do, to provide them the sight lines, and now they don't have the sight lines anymore. Now you're playing hide and seek. Cat and mouse, whatever you want to call it. Max, I assume you are just maintaining suit integrity. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm going to move, kind of like Blad did. I'm going to move forward behind these boxes right here.
Okay, yeah, you run up to get behind cover.
Yeah, and then I'm
Totally
going to...
sensible move.
Can I continue working on my suit to try to
Yeah, you're
recover it?
everything is making sure you don't die in space vacuum.
Right, because you mentioned that the circulation system isn't working well, so
Yeah.
can I work on that?
You're maintaining it. You're keeping it from dying out on you. You are rigging repairs up until you can get to a spot where you can take it off and actually fix it.
Oh, okay. Well, alright, then I guess that's it.
Zora.
Okay. I'm assuming she's still floating up, right? She
Yes.
hasn't taken the action to go down.
Correct.
She should probably, from her height, she should be able to shoot at the B1 droid that is in the center, sort of southwest
Yep.
of her diagonally there.
Mm-hmm. And you use a pistol, right?
Yeah, and she's been using the ion pistol just to take him out of commission, basically, not to disintegrate them.
All right. So you are at a -5 due to darkness, and due to range, you are at a -2, I believe. Or it's
Yep.
either a -1 or a -2 for being outside of point blank range on a pistol. Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah, -2. So -7 total. And where are we at on that? Unfortunately, that is a miss. That's all right. Rakang.
Okay. Well, I think what Rakan will probably do here is just move to get himself behind these boxes.
Yeah, taking cover.
But he's not going to be able to do much else from there, so...
That's all right. Taking cover is a totally valid move. Arvalis.
I want to move over. I want to move over here
Again, it's
and
okay.
shoot at them.
All right, so you move 1, 2, 3 squares.
At the wrong thing
Yeah.
clicked.
All right, and if you're going to shoot at them, where you lean out and try to shoot them from cover, you're at a -7 to hit.
Then take the shot.
Okay, take the shot. You do indeed hit, and another one floats off into the zero gravity. Destroyed. Chiba.
Chiba, does she has a vision on the rise from her current position?
No, you have to float up to the top of the crates.
She's going to be floating up then.
Okay, so you float up 3 squares to reach the top of the crates.
Yes, and she's going to be opening fire on this one over here.
Okay, you have a clear shot. You are within point blank range of your rifle, I believe. You're within 30. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yes, you're within 30 squares. So that's point blank range for a rifle.
Cool, so that gives the point blank shot bonus.
Yep, and there's no other penalties for you. So, float up, take a look around. You see the droid floating towards you. Wham! You blast it out of the sky. Blad, you are occupied maintaining your suit.
Yep.
All right, last battle droid. Deciding that it needs to regroup. Actually, the tactics computer decides it needs to regroup. Begins to run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Begins to float. Reverses course. Lands on the crates. Jumps backwards and begins to float away. And it scans and is going to take a shot at. Since it just saw Chiba, it's going to take a shot at Chiba. Because it floated back 6 square, or it should still be within range, so with no cover. And it's going to miss. Okay. So. Okay.
Just
there you go.
continue advancing. That helps while I unmute my headset.
Yeah, it happens.
3, 4, 5. 6. Okay.
All right, yeah, you don't have a clear line. You don't have a clear shot yet. All right, Max,
As long as they can't see me.
they can't see you, and you can't really see it. You're don't have a good sight line to it. Zora, you do have a good sight line to it. It's just kind of far away.
Yeah, well, that never stopped her before. So, she'll try to take a poke at it. Same penalty as before, I trust, right? -7?
Yep. Unfortunately, that will miss. Rakang. You notice the offensive fire against you has slackened off considerably.
Okay. But would he, given everything that's happened, would he be able to deduce how many are left?
You would estimate 1 or 2.
2. Alright, well in that case, Rakang in this instance is probably going to float up onto the top of that box and take a pot shot at it. Well, obviously seeing that there's only one left now, we'll then take a pot shot at it.
And you're using a holdout blaster, right? It's not a blaster pistol, it's a holdout blaster.
Holdout blaster,
Yeah,
okay.
So there's 6 shots in that.
Okay, I'm just trying to think how many shots
This might be the
he's
5th
already
one.
taken with it. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Go ahead. Make a shot. You're at a
Heal
-7. Range and darkness.
Darkness. But yeah, so he'll have to buy some more rounds for it next time he gets a chance.
It's a power pack. You can recharge it.
Or power pack.
Yeah,
the energy thing. Alright, here we go.
That misses. Shot goes wide. Arbalis.
Can I shoot him from over where I am? -7, right? He's still in the air.
He is still in the air. He's still enough in the air that you can get a shot off. All right, you hit, and you destroy it. Calm comes over the battlefield. Seconds go by. 20, 30. No more shots. No more movement. Just the float of debris, wood shards, and destroyed droid parts.
And the old Chini coming over the comms.
And Shiba wondering if she's going to get a new belt to add more notch marks to it for kills.
Actually, if Rakek gets a chance, he'd like to, start sifting through the destroyed droid parts to see if he might be able to salvage anything else for his translator droid.
Nothing new. You've already pretty much got everything that was of worth. You can grab a couple of spares of the magnetic feet, mostly.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea.
Would be able to try to backtrace where the command of the droids are coming from, try to identify where the commanding unit is.
Yeah, make a use computer roll. If you want to borrow the portable computer, you can do that.
Should I?
I think
Sorry.
you would probably want to retreat back to the ship to repair
Oh
your
yeah,
spacesuit.
yeah. I need to head back to the ship. Sorry, I'm a bit out of it right now.
Yes, Chip is going to try to borrow the computer as Blood returns to the ship.
Okay. And Max is
Alright,
going to go with him.
just promise not to break it.
No promises.
Well, come out of your payment then.
We are not getting paid. We are paying bad debt.
Okay. Yeah, make a use computer roll.
The computer does adds anything to.
In this case, no. Simply have the computer is the equipment that allows you to make it. What you see is that the ship is actually awash in data. There is a number of bandwidth signals going throughout the vessel, and you detect some high energy data traffic. It is unfortunately, as you can see on the computer, highly compressed and highly encrypted. But there is, the droids do appear to be talking to each other over encrypted band channels.
She's not able to make out what would be the direction that if there is any mention to the location where it's coming from, where it's coming from, the likes, where the signals are.
It kind of appears to be omnidirectional. If you had, you get the sense, looking at the other droid parts, that the droids, there's a signal that directs them to your vicinity, but is not directing their actions. The droids are coordinating their actions among each other when they arrive. It's a very limited artificial intelligence. You might call it a virtual intelligence instead of artificial intelligence. It's very limited in scope.
So as far as I know, there's no droid commander behind their actions. Yes.
Correct. They appear to be following. They appear to be responding to some stimulus that directs them to your vicinity, and then they coordinate their actions from there.
Understood. She lets Jeldis know about this.
So then we can put them all to sleep somehow. Shut them down.
If we could.
Or just tell them all to go to recharge or something like that. Anyway, I've got to go back with Vlad to the ship.
Yeah.
My suit's in rough shape.
And out of character, I think I need to. I think I might need to drop off a bit early tonight. I'm feeling really out of it right now.
Okay. Well, go get some rest, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right.
No worries. Take
Oh,
care,
good.
my friend.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, take care,
Bye.
See you
Vlad.
next time.
All right.
Night-night.
Your characters have been at this for about a good 9 hours now. So it might be a time for you guys to go take a rest, or did you want to keep doing something, keep working on gathering some of this stuff?
Well, I mean, while we're in the storage room, might as well see what's in here. See if we can fill some of that inventory before going back to the ship to rest.
Try to collect as much as you can. Yes.
Okay.
I imagine these boxes, they do not have anything saying what is inside. Yes. Nothing that.
You can't read the language. So when he was looking through them, he had to open a bunch of crates, and it's only on opening the crates and looking at some of the schematics that you guys found the radio. But these appear to be mostly generic parts of valves and spare wire and satellite dishes of some kind, and just spares, generic engineering spares.
If we had to look for something valuable among them, they have to go opening them one by one, pretty much, yes?
Yeah, something extremely valuable. You'd have to go one at a time. All right. You do, as you begin going through engineering, you do run across one more B1 droid, which you swiftly destroy. But over the next hour, or hour and a half, you don't really run into any kind of significant opposition. You appear to have dealt with the worst of it. What you find is that deep within the engineering area, there is several server rooms where you begin to gather the encryption cards are located that he wanted.
I say get those cards and secure them on the ship.
Absolutely.
They're small, they're portable, easy payday.
All right. You don't even make a roll. It requires a lot of time. You're at this for probably 14 hours total. Pulling the cards, stacking them up carefully for transport, wrapping them in foam, putting them in cases, floating them down the corridors, back to the ship. Over and over and over and over. Getting everything stacked up. But you can mark off your list. The radio and the 50 encryption cards. Marked off your list.
I can just imagine as they're doing the thing with the packaging, like getting all the cards and that over to the ship, Rakang starts yawning.
That's the job for the bigger ones, not for us.
Yep. So you guys, after so much time, retire back to the ship. Repair. Those of you who have taken damage have to repair your suits. Get some rest, recharge your weapons, and get ready to come back the next day. Which you do. If you have taken hit point damage, it's not actually damage to your hit points. It was damage to your suit. Make a mechanics roll, and you will add your level plus that result, and that will be the hit points on your suit. So that's Chiba, and we're not going to do Blad. So Chiba and Max. You do not have to take the -5 on this one. As you're back in the comfort of your ship, you can turn on the artificial gravity and go.
Do you have a mechanic among us that do the repairs on the suit?
Rakang has 8.
Chiba is not going to hand over the suit to Rekang. She's going to do the repairs herself.
Fair enough. All right. So Chiba, you had 17 plus your level, and that's however many hit points your suit has left. So that's actually put that on your hit points as your whatever remaining.
2 and 1.
All right. And I think you took something like 23 or 24 points of damage total, something like that. So you're almost back to full. All right, and Max as well. Which, if he's not okay,
is it to add the 21 to my current health, or is it to
your current health? So whatever you have remaining from, if you took 30 points of damage, you're still down 9.
I was down to 17.
Okay.
So add 21 to the 17, yes?
All right, hold on a second. Let me grab your character sheet.
I was down from 49 to 17.
Okay, so you're gonna
So
add
I add-
21 to that. So you're
Okay.
at 38.
Yes. Yeah. I was confused that should change if I should go for 21 or if I should add 21.
You should add 21.
Done.
We'll have Max roll when he gets back.
Okay, what do you need me to roll?
I need you to roll mechanics at no penalty.
No penalty. All right.
What's Max's level?
I'm not sure.
3.
I don't know if
think?
it got it.
Should be 3.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if I got the bonuses from the last session or not.
No, you
So-
have to be here.
Okay.
So, Max with a 0 hit points by his suit by taking 40 something of damage. Max is now at 21 hit points. But that's technically what your suit integrity.
Oh, I see. 21 is my suit integrity, right?
Yes. Basically, I'm saying that all the damage you guys have taken was limited to your suits. None of it penetrated your suit.
Got it. Okay.
But we're also going to say, for the sake of ease of tracking, however many hit points you have is how many hit points your suit had. That way, you're not keeping track of a separate stat.
I just put it as a note on my sheet.
All right. Okay. So you guys rest, repair, eat, recharge your weapons, and come back next day, ready and raring to go. There was a report from Mira Naga, and the negotiator says nobody showed up last night. Everything was super quiet. So you guys are free to work. Do what you're going to do. Where do you want to head next?
Alright, so what's left on our list?
B1 droids, vulture droids, commander and tactical droids, a couple of droidicas if you can get to them, and any armored assault tanks you might find. The B1 battle droids, those are the infantry, right? There's going to be a lot of them.
The droids that we destroyed, are we able to make something out of them? To put enough of them together to make a whole droid?
No, but one I did notice, and not in engineering, because that's not where you're going to store spare droid parts. They did have a lot of spare parts. So there's bound to be a ton of spare droid parts somewhere on board this vessel.
We should go find them. Oh, yeah, we should find that room.
Any chance to check engineering for better schematics?
Like paper diagrams, because that's pretty much all you'd be
Well,
able to
no,
find.
basically to find out the layout where maybe even what sections are still getting power.
Yeah.
My brain just stopped working.
You guys could have done that last night. You can divide the ship into 5 sections. There was engineering, so the central dome and engineering. There's the destroyed wing, which is the starboard wing. There's the port wing, so that's areas 2 and 3. There is mass storage, which would be the mass hangar bay. And there is high security storage. And that's what you guys got out of looking through, and you kind of have an idea where each of these things are.
High security sounds good, yes? You keep valuable things in high security places.
I was just going to say that.
That's what I was gonna say.
Let's go.
Okay. Head into high security then. All right. You guys come down to high security. You find that the door you're going to, the main door coming in from the top of the map here, is locked, as befits a high security door, and it's going to require quite a bit of work to get through, you believe. So, I need you to make mechanics rolls.
Everyone?
Two people. Two people can make a mechanics roll to get you through here.
Yeah, I'll give it a I'll be one to give it a shot.
Remember the -5 zero gravity penalty if you don't have Space Hound.
I think someone's got more mechanics than me, so maybe I'll defer.
I'll have So do it.
Okay, So and Rakang.
Move.
So you see that the door the control panel is divided into two parts, and you get through yours. You get it wired up correctly, and the first set of doors opens up. As Rakang gets to work on his set of doors, it goes and then sparks begin flying. The door appears to be somewhat jammed. Now what?
Can someone else give it a go?
Know what our options are.
You guys can try to reroute power again. You can try to get some hydraulic parts and try to force it open hydraulically. I mean, you tell me.
Maybe so should give a go to the other door as well, yes?
I'm checking to see if the security kit he's got would help any.
The use of a security kit would lower the difficulty of electronically getting the door back open. So if you want to make that roll with using your security kit, by all means.
I was just trying to find it in the rule book. There it is. Okay, I'll try it again. Using that security kit. Mechanics. There we go.
Oh, it won't do any better. You have to pull a couple of boards out, and you bypass some areas that are smoking. Rakang let the magic blue smoke out that makes electronics work, and you solder a couple of jumper wires on, and then with a quick little prayer to the gods of the Rin, you hit the wires together, and the doors open. It is, as you have grown to expect, completely dark on the inside. Of course, hear nothing in the hard vacuum. Again, just your spacesuits. The crackle of your radio. And you see a corridor running straight down to another security door. Actually, most of you don't see that. You only see 6 squares. Chiba, though, does see all the way down.
Chibi starts leading the way forward. More secure titles. More secure
Okay.
titles.
Make a stealth check, please. I'm pretty sure Chiba's gonna do good on the stealth check.
I was gonna say, I presume we're all doing this.
Alright.
We all gotta do a self check?
Well, Chiba's the first one in, so I had Chiba roll it. Who's next?
Yeah, I'll
Chiba, put your character on the map here. You're gonna dictate how quickly people enter.
And are we entering from the north?
Yes,
Yes.
in the north. Alright, so Chiba, as you come around the corner, what you see, there's like a little dog leg where you turn a right or a left, and then you have to go, you have a little dog leg through the corridor, and you realize that's a choke point. And it's specifically set up to make it so only one person at a time can come through there, and it's a kill spot. So Chiba heads in
Fair.
straight. The rest of you guys with your glow rods, I assume activated. Who's next?
Yeah, as per before, I think Rakang will go next.
Okay, Rakang.
No modifier on the stealth check, yeah?
Correct.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, Rakang, you float in. Your glow rod tucked protectively between you and the ceiling or the floor. You notice as well that dog leg setup, and you understand exactly what it is. You're pretty sure you've used those tactics yourself when hunting. Trying to funnel game into a narrow area.
Well, I'm going in next.
Arvalis, make a stealth check.
Is there the minus 5?
For this one, no. Okay. So you're in next. Who's next? Arvalis, you're right behind Rakang.
Oh, I guess I'll go.
All right. Thing on a stealth. Max, on his way in, breaks a loose panel, and there's a shower of sparks as something with the hits, something that was still energized hits. Nope, nothing happens immediately, but I do need initiative rolls from everybody.
Do these take penalties or no?
No, they do not take penalties.
Put my token on the map so I can assign the initiative to it.
Okay, there you go. Turn order. Come on. Work for me. Come on, roll 20. There it goes. Open the character sheet. Come on, roll 20. And I think once we roll initiative, we might pause for the night, because we're getting pretty close to the end of the session. And, this is certainly going to take a little bit. And one more. Come on, B2. Come on, roll 20. Respond to me. Super annoying. Okay. Like it's gonna be Kang, Arvalis, Chiba, Vlad, and then there's apparently extra turn orders for certain people on here for some reason. So Reagan Chiba got a 22, so I gotta delete that one. So apparently the... Okay. Well, I'll fix the turn order here in a minute, but in the meantime, let's pause there. And we'll pick this one back up in the week after Thanksgiving. Wow. So, of course, the rest of you guys don't celebrate that. That's an American holiday. So December 3rd, looks like. Alright, that's all I got, guys. I'm going to fix the turn order and I'll hang out for a little bit if you guys want to discuss anything else, but that's pretty much it for today.
Awesome.
Okay.